We also discussed, and one of the questions here, if you were a potential recruit considering joining RE/MAX, now having known what you know now, and somebody's out there on the street talking to you, and they say, Patty, I've been thinking about joining RE/MAX, but I just don't know if I should do it or not. What would be your answer besides hopefully yes? What would you say to that person to convince them that it is a good move for that person?
And I tell a lot of people this, try and tell people you don't realize what you're missing by not being a RE/MAX agent. To me, that's the biggest thing, because I've seen what I was missing in the past, and the name recognition, the advertising. I've had people come into the office or just in contact and say, "Oh, I don't need you to tell me anything, show me anything. You're a RE/MAX agent. You know what you're talking about. Just go ahead and list my house." That blows me away. That people actually, and I've had that happen a lot. And the perception of a RE/MAX agent is amazing to me. And to not work for RE/MAX, you're just settling for less. And I tell a lot of agents that I try and get them to come over to us. But I think a lot of people are afraid of the price and with the market, and they're just afraid they can't afford to be a RE/MAX agent. And I say, how you can afford not to be. Really.
Pete, you know a lot of agents have been around a while. What do you say to somebody that says, yeah, I hear you, but
they tell you I'm just not ready for that. It's too big of a move. I'm very comfortable where I am, and I really feel like saying to them, you're a fool for at least not going to talk to them. I've been in this business for a long time, and I tell people, open up, sit down and listen, and you'll be surprised. Don't have the closed mind like most of us do before we join RE/MAX. Open your ears up and listen, and you'll realize that hopefully down the road after you join that you should have done it years ago.
Should have done it sooner.
I think I would say to any people that I came in contact with, just have faith in your own business. If you're smart enough to go and work with RE/MAX, you will grow your business and do far better than you've ever done before. So just go and do it.
Do you think, Lindsay, that agents that, well, I'm not going to answer, if agents that don't come to RE/MAX, is it a lack of faith in themselves, or is it a lack of belief in our support system, or is it just a fear of change?
I think it's a lack of faith in themselves and their ability of how much business they can produce.
Okay. Andrew?
Well, I think that in order to penetrate in particular, I use the higher end properties in this area, and that doesn't mean just expensive. It also means basically a lot of sellers, for instance, that want to, even if they have a less expensive property, they want to be associated with a high-priced brand. It makes them either feel more confident or that they're going to get more money for their property, which is a misconception, and that's that's another class, I guess, another story. So I think that in order to penetrate that higher end properties, RE/MAX has a great story that is being told, and I think it's a compliment to the management here to put on talks like this that gets us to kind of share what is important, what's important to the agents, what's important to employees, and what's important to the most important people that we deal with every day, which is our customers. And so I think that there's been a lot of models out there in various brokerages, and maybe they've risen and fallen based on economic times. I think coming through this time, this is a very good model for people that are serious about the business, and the fact that RE/MAX has a international name and has this basket of services, and is a great story. And I think what I would stress, not to be redundant, but to summarize to another agent, would be basically the independence, the RE/MAX agent. That's an entrepreneurial business, and it really fosters individual achievement. But there's also a great deal of support, and I don't think that a lot of people really get that out there in maybe so much in this marketplace. And then there's the autonomy that the agents have. They can pretty much, again, brand themselves. They're not branded by the other companies. But I think dovetailing branding yourself with the complement of the RE/MAX name is a positive thing. And I know I'm doing that myself. It's not just about Andrew in my marketing. I'm bringing in this RE/MAX message. The other part is the depth, that there really is a very in-depth support staff and services here, but there's also the family of services, the legal, the title, mortgage, accounting, administrative. And last but not least, I think the image, and I think it has a very good image here in general. I think it's improving because of the consolidation, but I think, again, like Lindsay was saying, you take your for instance, well, maybe Sotheby's, more succinctly, maybe Michael Saunders, who seems more prestigious in this market, and yet outside of this market, who knew? Who would know? Whereas RE/MAX is everywhere. So I think if you can tie the production into the worldwide market and the upscale market, I think it makes it a very attractive package for new agents, along with this better structured model of compensation for people that are workers and that are here to really grow their own business.
Thank you. Bobby, what would you say to an agent that you obviously run into every day that's thinking about it or even asking about it? What would you say to get them to believe you this is a better system?
Well, we've had the opportunity to speak with a lot of agents once we left our former company. And in our situation, in the company that we came from, the agents are scared to move. They're scared of change. If they have any listings, they're going to lose those. And so that's why a lot of people stay where they are, the ones that we've talked to, the ones that we're familiar with. And I think there, unfortunately, is a misconception about RE/MAX amongst other agents because they haven't come in and sat down with William or Pete or someone and talked about the company. I know we were surprised when William started calling on us, I don't know, 2 years ago maybe, a year and a half ago, that there were things we didn't know until we actually sat down and talked to him that we were surprised about. So I think it's just, we try to tell the other agents that, and we try to get them to come in, but right now they're just scared to make a move. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think the misperceptions are that the other agents have? Do you think it's the cost to work here?
The cost associated with them not having any support. They feel that if they go to RE/MAX, they're on their own, and they have to do it all by themselves. And I've talked to several agents and explained that, that's not how it is, and, tried to explain it all to them. But that's the concept, that's the idea that they have.
Okay.